What's up, soil brothers and soil sisters? Today, I'm gonna thin out my mat of bananas. I'm gonna show y'all how I do this. It will help my production of bananas be better and have a healthier mat. All right, so y'all come along and I'm gonna show y'all how this goes. All right, guys. Just a couple of weeks ago, I chopped all my bananas back. All right, I took the tops off of them, took all the old leaves that had burnt, and here we are. Week 2 later, all of my plants are now with new leaves. All right, so this happens yearly. It is not something I worry about. To any new banana grower, if you get a little bit of cold, no worries. It will bounce back. Banana plants are very hardy. If they were healthy before you cut them, they will push back. All right, so it's very hard to kill them, so no worries. Fam, last year, that tree, and that tree all fruited from this same mat. All right, so I have no doubt that these trees that's still here will now take the place of them and will fruit this year. This one here, for example, this massive plant, I'm sure will fruit in the near future. All right, and that one is coming off of this plant here. Okay, so that was the mother, this was the daughter, and now that the mother is no longer with us, the daughter will become the mother plant now. All right, so then we will choose one of these that's coming off the mother to be the daughter that will take the place of her after she's finished. Okay, and we have this one, and we have this tree here that will do the same thing, take the place of the mother. All right, so she's pretty big, but not nearly as big as the other. So I'm confident that we will also get fruit from her. And let's talk about this one. And this will be the daughter for that one. All right. So we do have some plants on this mat that's not necessary. All right, so there's nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing, there's not really a big problem with having a big mat if you're gonna feed them correctly. All right, so you will get a way bigger, better bunch of bananas if you have a thinner mat. And the reason why, all the nutrients that this crumb picks up will go to all these plants. But if you get rid of some of the extra plants, the nutrients will go to the fruiting plant. And the more nutrients the fruiting plant got, the more fruit it will actually put out. So Seems pretty simple, correct? All right, so what we're gonna do is remove some of these babies, and this is also how you create new banana plants. All right, so just watch and I'll show you how we do it. All right, guys, simply, this is the plant I want to remove. Okay, this one right here, and it's connected there. All right, so what I want to do, let me make sure. Yeah, that's the one I want to remove. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this one, and she's attached to this old mother plant also. Okay, so all I have to do, this is the shovel I'm using. The best shovel to use is a spade shovel, which is a narrow shovel that's kind of flat on the end, but narrow. All right, but absent of having one of them, all you have to do, you put it in the angle facing the mother plant, and you just push to separate. Okay. Try to get where y'all still can see. All right. Other side here, see if I can get another angle. Here we go, fam. All right, fam. This is what a separated banana pulp looks like, okay? This big piece down here at the bottom, that is the crown. That is the energy. That's where everything is developed from. You got a nice grown crumb, you got a nice grown plant. All right, you can see I still got roots attached to this. All right, this is not a problem because I'm going to replant this in my yard in another location. If I was to transport this to somebody else or give it to somebody else, I would trim all the roots off and send it to them that way. That way, if I had any issues with my soil, any diseases, any bugs, I wouldn't be transporting it to somebody else's property. Okay, so, but this is what it looked like. See this big bulb, this is where all the energy is stored at in this for this plant. As long as that's good, this plant will survive. Okay, so I'm gonna remove a couple more and we're gonna relocate a couple of them.
Guys, I have separated a lot of pups from mats, and I must say this one, worked me a little bit. All right, it wasn't difficult, but more difficult than I'm accustomed to. So it's usually not that hard to separate them. Generally, it's the chrome. You separate the chrome, and they come on out there. But the roots were so strong on this particular plant that it just didn't want to let go of the ground. But hey, when there's a will, there's a way. And we got her done.
All right, fam. I got a couple nice pups dug up from this ice cream banana. All right, so you can see right here where it was attached to the crumb of the mother plant. Okay, this is all the energy. This whole pot right here is all the energy of the banana. Long as that is intact, your banana plant will be fine. Okay, even this, if I planted this, banana will grow from this because of this crumb. Okay, since I'm moving it to another location in the yard, I don't have to be concerned about removing my roots. All right, but if I was to give it to somebody else or sell it to somebody to put in their property, I will remove all these roots. So I wouldn't possibly transfer any root nematodes to somebody else's property. Okay, so not to say I got any, but if I did, it'd be the safe thing to do, to take precaution to go ahead and remove the roots and let them plant just the crown. The crown will then put back out roots, brand new roots, and the banana plant will continue to grow and not miss a beat. All right, so I got at least 4 pups removed from a couple of different plants, and we're gonna take and we're gonna transfer them to another part of the yard. All right, fam, after removing your plants, you're gonna have a hole where they came from. I typically like to take the opportunity to put some extra nutrients down in the soil for the plants to actually take up. I tell y'all, banana plants are ferocious eaters, and you have to feed them. You have to feed them. So I'm taking some black cow and I'm putting it down in the location where the pups were removed. And then I'm gonna cover that up with soil and let her do her thing. We will water this in. As you can see, I got plenty of wood chips and old decayed grass clippings and everything down there. And I will continue to do that throughout the summer. Place it around here for 1, to keep the grass and weeds down. 2, as it breaks down, organic matter, the worms will come, do their thing, give me some worm casting, and old girl will eat good. And in turn, we will eat good. All right, fam. See, I started digging a hole. What I'm gonna do is try to loosen up as much of this soil in this hole as I possibly can. All right. Some pretty wet soil right here. Should not be a problem. Because banana plants like moisture. And as long as they're actively growing, they will use up as much as they can. Okay. putting some more black cow. Put some black cow down in the hole. Give it something to eat on. Get started. Simply put my plant in the hole. And we just want to bury the crown. And simply just cover her up. I'm definitely going to need some more soil. And I will put it down and then water her in. Let her be.
All right, fam. We have 3 new plants down in the ground. I'm now watering them in. I will later mulch them heavily after removing some of the plant matter from around it. Banana plants love organic matter and they do not like competing for their food with other plant life. So I'm gonna make sure I get that taken care of. And my reasoning for putting more plants down is give me a better opportunity to get more fruit throughout the season. And how can you lose with that? Alright, so I left room for some new banana plants because there's a couple of other varieties that I would love to have that I know does well in this area. So we're gonna get these down and we're gonna move on.
Alright, fam, we have successfully separated some pups from our mat, making our mat a lot smaller and improving the chances that we'll get healthier, bigger bunches of bananas. Okay, so the least amount of plants in your mat, the more nutrients that the plants that are there gets to take in. Alright, so if you have enough food, if you plan on feeding a lot, you can actually successfully grow a huge mat and still get a huge bunch of bananas. But if you are not someone that can give the banana what it needs, you want to keep your mat to a minimum. Alright, so you're looking for a mother, a daughter, and a granddaughter. Alright, so that's mainly what you need. Once the mother has fruited, she will die. The daughter would then take over, become the mother, and after she's gone, the granddaughter will take over. And meanwhile, they'll be growing up daughters and granddaughters of their own. So with that said, guys, that's it. Thank y'all for joining me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell so you'll be notified when we release more videos like this. Join us on the trips that we're going to be taking this summer and ride this ride with us. So, till the next time.